You ready for the history of this song? Okay, so what is going on, my mates? I hope everyone's been very well. Welcome to Monday. Today we're going to be doing the top 10 Knuckle Puck songs. I've had this video planned for a minute, but other stuff got in the way. I just had to take a quick breather from YouTube to keep it fun and fresh. I'll spare you the explanation, but yeah, I just had to take a breather for a second because I just want this to be sustainable and fun. You know, that's always the goal. If you clicked on this video, I'm going to assume that you know who Knuckle Puck is, but if you don't, they're a pop punk. Some websites even classify them as emo. I don't know about that, but they're from Chicago, Illinois. They've been active since 2013, actually before that, but they really started getting active in the year of 2013. How I structure these videos is for the first 5 tracks, I just kind of skim through them, talk about them a little bit, and then as we enter the top 5, I provide some commentary, talk about the songs on a deeper level, you know, a little bit, and then just read some lyrics and then just talk about it a little bit more and just have some fun. At number 10, we have a track called Gold Rush. This came out in early 2014 when they were touring with Neck Deep. This was pretty much Neck Deep's first time touring the United States, so that should tell you how different of a time that was, but they ended up doing a split. Neck Deep just put out 2 songs that were going to be off wishful thinking, but Knuckle Puck released 2 new songs. Gold Rush is fun, fast, catchy. He's like gold, can't rust, which is literally a fact, dude. This is one of their lesser known songs. I know back in the day it was really popular, but I think as time has gone on, it's kind of fallen by the wayside, so if you've never heard of this song, please go listen to it. I implore you to do so. Number 9, we have Stateside from their EP that came out in late 2013 called The Weight That You Buried. This was the release that really put Knuckle Puck on the map back in the day. It feels weird to say that this came out almost 6 years ago. That's just really wild to me. There's this line where he says,
"Maybe I'll end up back in your bed or in a makeshift one in the back of my van."
I liked this girl at the time, and I drove a minivan, so I was like, dude, this is, I just relate so much, but for real, this song is really good. Make sure you go listen to it if you never have. I already know this is gonna piss people off, but number 8 is Untitled. I know it should be higher on my list. I know it's like everyone's favorite. I really like this song. This is the closing track on Copacetic. Silhouettes on the ceiling. I've been much better, but at least I'm healing. This is a fan favorite. It's just one of those songs where they play it live. Everyone goes crazy. Everyone loves it.
You know what I've been said since you left, but for me that's progress. For me that's progress.
I think it's actually their longest song that they've ever written. A lot of it is instrumental, but nonetheless, one of their longest, best songs that I really enjoy, and I know a lot of other people really enjoy. At number 7, we have a track called Disdain. This is actually the first track on Copacetic. It opens it up. It's high energy. It's actually the first track, the first single that was released off Copacetic to promote the album, to buy the pre-order merch bundles, the vinyl, the tees, all that stuff. It's a really nice track. Joe was like, I've got a lot to talk about.
I've got a lot to talk about!
Which I couldn't disagree, which I couldn't agree more with. He's got a lot to say on this album. That song in particular, man, Copacetic, it's quite the bop, I'll tell you what. At number 6, we have a song called Evergreen off Copacetic. It's kind of funny because on the track listing, the song Evergreen is also number 6 on the track listing. But anyway, this song is a freaking jammeroni, dude. Talks about going on tour, setting sail on concrete oceans, has that iconic line, "Forever strong is a pine tree, always an evergreen." How uplifting, how hopeful, how catchy is that chorus though, dude? If you haven't heard this song, you are literally messing up. This honestly sounds like a sales pitch at this point, but seriously, I'm trying to sell you this song, dude. If you've never listened to it, go buy a tree. Entering the top 5, we have one last song from Copacetic. This is track number 7 on the track listing of Copacetic. The song is called True Contrite. This is one of the longer songs on the album as well. This actually came out when I was at the beach with my mom and sister. This is either the second or third track released off Copacetic to promote the album. I remember I was sitting on this futon when it came out and I was looking at enamel pins. That was the day that I was like, hey, I want to make enamel pins and sell them. But anyway, this song is really, really interesting. I can't really figure out the lyrics. I know what they mean at face value, but I can't tell if he's talking about someone else or if it's more like a self-reflective type of thing. I'm not really sure. I'm not gonna ask Joe, but if anyone has any input, let me know. You learn a lot about honesty from the dried out leaves of the fallen trees in your life. Forgiving pathetic excuses for long-term abuse is something I could never justify with God. You live in a lonely state of denial and self-decay, a living reminder of buried weight you never shed in the first place. Again, this could be about someone else or himself, and I find that really interesting. I like how a lot of their lyrics are ambiguous, so that way the individual can kind of pull meaning that they want from each track and just discard the rest, because who cares, right? Track number 4 is Gone. It is from their newest release, Shapeshifter, which came out almost 2 years ago at this point. This was a release that I was into, but not as into is their other stuff, but this song called Gone, I fervently believe it is one of the best tracks they've ever written. Just the opening part was like, dunna, dunna, dunna. I don't know, you have to listen to it if you never have. I love the lyrics. Again, they're pretty ambiguous. They allow you to pull meaning where you want to and just discard the rest, because you know that's what's important, is the meaning that you get from the song as an individual, and the artist also has their own meaning. I just think it's so freaking cool. Anyway, here's some lyrics. I did what I do best, forgot myself, got overdressed like everybody else, a glance and a half smile, black heels on the white tile. It took 7 years for your path to realign, but I'll still think of you on the 5th of June, because when I saw you, I lost you all over again. So I know other people can relate to this, right? You're dating someone, it happens to end, whatever, it's all sad, but then you see them on social media, and then it just all hits you at once again, and it's just really hard, and you're like, dude, like, I think I'm gonna have to just like mute your story or something, you know what I mean? This is a song from my favorite Knuckle Puck release ever. It's just so dang good. The song is called Bedford Falls. It's from an EP that came out in later 2014 called While I Stay Secluded on Bad Timing Records, a Zach Zerillo project. This is about a movie that I've never seen before, but you don't have to know the movie to get something out of the lyrics, so let's just see what they got to say. The cracks in the street outside this house are not the only thing that misery surrounds. I know you hate yourself. It's the only common ground that we can depend on, and it kills me to see your face because you never deserve this. And while I'm dying at this desk, you're dying in your head. The life you always dreamt, I'm living it instead. Dang, that's pretty heavy. I really identify with the part that says, I know you hate yourself. Again, it could really mean anything. It's up to you and the person who wrote it. This song, it just builds up and then it goes, boom, it just drops. It's so I know a lot of people don't know this EP, or at least that's the way I feel, so go listen to it if you never have. Number 2, we have another song from While I Stay Secluded. This one is called Transparency. I don't think a song better defines our generation, at least in terms of the way that it is right now, than this particular song. It's all about social media. It's actually really sad when you think about it. The song itself isn't really sad, but the deeper you think about it, you're like, dude, this is kind of sad. Tell me everything you're feeling as of late, the things you've done with the friends you've fake, as if anyone asked you in the first place. Where's the sustenance in being ostentatious? Your life is governed by news feeds and notifications. Everyone's life is governed by news feeds and notifications, dude, especially now. This is almost 5 years ago that this came out. Dude, it's gotten so much worse since then, especially for me. My number 1 pick, my favorite Knuckle Puck song by far, ever, without a doubt, is But Why Would You Care from While I Stay Secluded. You ready for the history of this song? Okay, so when While I Stay Secluded was being promoted, they put out this green flexi, right? It had their song Oak Street, which is a song on this EP, the second song. Then it also had this song called Home Alone, a little B-side. And it was the acoustic version of But Why Would You Care. I remember I listened to it and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then the whole thing came out and I was like, oh, dude, there's like a full band version of this song. It's just so saucy. My hands are broken and calloused, but no one seems to notice. It just goes really fast right away. It's just got a certain groove to it. It's just got this little swagger to it. So these lyrics that I'm about to read are kind of like the build-up point of the song. These 4 little lines right here, they're pretty sweet. Let's check them out. I'm sick and tired of hating who I've become. It's getting worse every day I spend home alone. Writing myself to death stands in place of sleep. I am an unlocked door and you're a fucking thief. You got that tortured artist type of vibe, that you took something from me when you shouldn't have, when I was only being a nice person. I don't know, this song is just everything, dude. If you've never listened to it, you're severely missing out. This is one of their more popular songs, so you probably do know it, but dang, what a freaking track, my dog. My mates, thank you so much for watching this video. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time making it. If there's anything you want to see me do on the channel, whether it be a list or talking about a certain artist or just anything really, just let me know down below. I hope everyone has an outstanding balance of their day. Actually, just really quick, there's going to be a mates clip drop on Friday, so if you happen to care, I'll let you know more about that in another video. But like I said, have an outstanding balance of your day, my mates, and I'll see you this week.